because I would say that's going to be the most important thing. And from the euro-dollar perspective, okay, we do have some points, as you can see here. From euro-dollar perspective, first I'm going to show you, most probably remember, trend line, right? Okay. So most probably that's gonna be the final target. The question is if we are going to go down straight or if we are going to make some bounce and then eventually go down toward the trend line. And the thing is, guys, we discussed it when we were here, right? And it's where we took the short during the ECB last time. That's going to be the same, right? Third approach to the support. Now the question is today, really what's going to, what Draghi would like to say, will he deliver? And the question is what is priced in already, okay? So based on it, let's get back to intraday chart and let's have a short discussion in regards to what we can expect. To the upside, I would be very careful around 36.50 intraday zone, right? We are trying to keep that range in tight, very tight range. Then above we do have 36.75 to 95. Okay. And then finally our old zone, we never get back to, we never retested this those levels, and overall it's around 37.50, 37.65, 37.75. So that's the point to the upside. To the downside, of course, still 35, 80, 90, right? But I would say that we do have some longs, we do have some stops just below, right? So most probably, even if we are not going to keep falling, okay, we are going to see some stop hunting to the downside. And in that case, I would be very careful and I would watch this zone between 35.60 and 35.25 we discussed previously. Although we got the possibility, okay, we got the possibility to see some kind of divergence. Okay, so the zone around, just 1 second. Okay. The zone or the level around 35.50 right now, 35.35, finally 35.25. Okay, that could be potential bouncing point. Okay, so finally we can see this move. As on intraday basis. Now, most probably the first reaction is going to be opposite as in 75% of the time. So the important thing is that we are not going to chase the market. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see what they want to show us. and then eventually we are going to decide what's going to be the next move. Now, in regards to some intraday points, actually we discussed it last week, and we can remove this zone, right? So we can remove it. And now should be even better. Now we have to find, as we want to go deeply into the details, to try to find some turning points. Okay, so let's have a look on this intraday chart. And what we may see here, when the last time market showed the strength, here, that's our zones, right, on monthly and weekly as well, as we have red and blue color. Okay, so that's gonna be a much stronger point than 3650. Okay, so let's try to calculate. Let's get back to our current range. Let's get back to our current range. Okay. That's our range. So if we are going to double it, it's much higher. It's much higher. It's towards 3720. So eventually toward the last visible swing here. Okay. What else we can do? Can we count it like this? No. We made lower low and like this. So we have very tight channel, right? And let's try to double it. So to the upside, just to be perfectly clear, to the upside, again, 3650, just make the notes, 3675, 3695, top of the double range here, 3705, top of the channel, 3695, so something around 3670, 37 is going to be the strong resistance today. Again, blue and the red lines are related red to the monthly, blue to the weekly, so we can easily see the spike to fill up the target of the double range, okay, to the upside, and then finish 1 or 2 hours later below those important points, right? So definitely today is going to be the market maker's day. There are going to be plenty of possibility to clean some stops to the upside, to the downside, as we discussed a few times before. Okay. And the top of the range, top of the second channel, right? Double channel here. It's also resistance here. Okay, now let's try to go to the downside. Let's double the range to the downside. Guys, can you see? Can you see? Daily 35.25. Possible divergence. The thing is, under the normal market conditions, I would put my buy orders, right? I would try to scale in to the position around those levels. Tiny position here, tiny position here, tiny position here. But today, as I mentioned, we do have, that's the perfect day for market makers. So what we may see is stop hunting. And then eventually moving to the upside. Okay, the main question is, the main question today is, what's priced in already? Okay, what's priced in already? That's the main question. Because okay, Draghi can deliver, we can see some lower interest rates on deposits or whatever. Okay, then we can see initial knee-jerk reaction to the downside, and we have to be ready, right? We cannot try to react into the first market move. We are going to have our points, and we are going to watch our points, the same like last month during the ECB. Okay, now let's try to find some demand and supply zones. Okay, let's try to find some supply and demand zones within those levels. Let's see if it's going to be possible. Okay, let me make it bigger. At the same time, I'm going to look at the chart at the same time, guys. Of course, we are going to look at the DAX as well. Remember last time during the ECB, weak euro, stronger DAX during the first move when euro went higher. When we saw the stop hunting, cleaning the stops to the upside, DAX was falling, and I do expect similar action today. So maybe if we are not going to be able to trade euro because of the sharp move, okay, without any pullback or bounce, then maybe we are going to try to trade, let's say, DAX. Okay, if we can see some supply within here, nothing special. Nothing showing the supply. The only thing right now, after this move, this is after the consolidation, we saw the continuation, and we never get back to our supply zone. That's telling me that should be strong, especially during the first test, right? Now, we do have $37.30. Okay, let me make it like this. $37.30. We made a lower low. We made a lower low. We made a lower low. And we had this daily line in place, remember? and we discussed the buying opportunities, counter trend, right? Intraday trading around 36, especially when we took out some supply with this move. No supply, no supply, right? Then we were waiting to buy around 36, 20, 15. You remember? That was the possible trade was higher. Okay. So low, lower low, lower low. Some kind of support. Okay. So possible scenarios. Let's make some notes as we are running out of the time slowly. Okay, let's make some notes. First thing, if we are going to see some move to the upside, okay, that could be our magic number 3. And move to the downside toward 35.50, 35.25. Magic number 3, reaction to the upside. Now, on the downside, we are going to look for some demand zones within a few minutes. Just trying to confirm some points. Now, if that's going to be divergence, what we may want to see, where we can have our target, 36.95, guys, okay? 36.95. $36.95. That's gonna be, so we are closer, we are getting closer. So levels around 37, that could be the key today, okay? Levels around 35.50, 35.25 could be the point from the bottom side. So let's make some notes. 37 and then 35.50, 25. Okay, now let's have a look on daily. Let's try to find some demand. Okay, where market showed the weakness last time? Where market showed the weakness last time? Based on what we can see on the chart. Here we go, at the lowest low. We took out this supply. On this move to the upside, we took out this supply. Okay? Then 1, 2, 3, magic number 3 within this demand zone. Bam, new high. So what we may expect? Guys, can you see 35.25? We got the confirmation here. That could be good demand zone. Okay, on daily it's quite wide, especially 34.75. We do have monthly support. Okay, on daily we've got 35.25. So overall we've got quite wide zone. Okay, we got quite wide zone. That's why, because of the ECB, because of the plenty of possible opportunities for market makers, we are not going to place the working orders. We are going to react around those levels here. If we are going to get the confirmation lower time frame, that could be the chance to go higher from here. So that's what we are going to do. Although here right now the 35.89 to 35.60, we also define this zone as a potential demand zone because of the move from here. Remember, we discussed it last week. We took out this supply, we took out this supply, okay? We had some pullback and we took out another supply. The move higher. So finally, in regards to euro dollar, we have our zone based on the double range of the last few days. The bottom of the range is 35.25. We also have eventually this channel, bottom of the channel, it could be slightly higher. That's why intraday, let's start to look at 35.50.25. Okay, from here to here. So we do have bottom side of the euro. We are going to discuss some possible intraday moves as well, but especially during the rate decision and during the Mr. Draghi press conference, that could be that some breakdowns trades are not going to be possible. Of course, we can, let's say, just as an example, let's say we are going to have nice setup to sell short on a break down, right? But during days like today, I'm not gonna do this, right? Why? I'm almost sure, okay, not 100%, almost sure that if we are going to make some break, let's say, of last low here, we could easily have some slippage, right? So doesn't matter that we are going to have the sell order at 35.80 offer, and under normal market conditions the spread on euro dollar are between 0.8 to 2, let's say, okay? So in case we are selling 35.80 offer, we should get the fill at 35.78, right? Because our order is going to be activated on the offer side when the price is going to hit 35.80. So that's the activation. Execution, when you are selling short, execution is always on bid side, right? So plus spread. But today, especially closer to the important point, the spreads easily could be wider. Easily could be wider. So we can activate our order at 35.80, but the execution, because of the, let's say, 7 pips spread at this moment, execution could be around 35.70 or 72. So in case we would like to make a quick trade on a break of 80 towards 60, right? Could be that we are not going to take 20 pips. Could be that we will have a chance to get 8 or 10 pips only. So I'm gonna to avoid today breakdown trades at least for a few minutes after the rate decision and during the statement, during the start of the press conference of Mr. Draghi. Okay? So let's leave the breakout trades today on the beginning. So downside, we define the downside, okay? We know our points to the downside. Now to the upside. Where the market show the strength last time? We defined 2 levels, here and here, because of this move. So we can count this move as a whole, one move, new high. Now, once we are here, right? Once we are here, we can slightly adjust to 36.50. Remember Friday last week, we had a discussion that, okay, end of the month, end of the week, better to stay out. The big guys wants to make settlement. But also, during the US session, we send out the information that right now we are testing 36.50 intraday resistance and the point where last time market showed the strength. So 36.50 not only intraday but also daily resistance. So in case bulls will try to take over, they have to put a lot of money to the market. They have to put a lot of money. The first level we are discussing right now, 36.40.50, I would say it's going to be the easiest one. Why? Why it's going to be the easiest one? That's the very easy answer. Most probably, going closer into the ECB rate decision, the short side will move the stop, will try to move the stops as close as possible. So we can expect, I do expect, that we have plenty of stops above those high. We are going to switch to intraday chart within a second, to hourly chart, so it's going to be visible better. So in that case, bulls can use other people's money to push the prices higher. Piotr, how come bulls can use other people's money? Simply, if you are short and market is going to hit your stop, then you have to buy. You have to buy, right? And if we have good amount, good chunk of stops above 50. So all bulls have to do is to push the prices towards 36.40, right? So they are going to be long already. The rest is going to be done automatically by the stops. Okay? So we are approaching the possible traps right now. We discussed it previously as well. Because overall, I think the move to the downside on euro dollar is not. We didn't finish the move to the downside yet. I would say that finally this trend line I've shown you, the third touch is possible. Of course, I'll never say never, but I don't expect it's going to happen today. But anyway, we could see some stop hunting, some market makers activity today to the upside. Okay. So let's switch to intraday chart. And there you go. The levels above 50, right? That's some stops for sure. That's some stops for sure. But what we are going to watch? We will try to join the market makers party eventually, right? But we will try to do that in our way. Okay? So if we are going to see the breakout here without the first move to the downside, let's say we are going straight from here. We are going to switch to lower time frame, down to 5 minutes if necessary. Okay? To see, because if we are going to go higher, we are going to clean the supply here, supply here. That's the next supply, okay? So first, we have to quickly recognize if it's only stop hunting and quick reverse. So in that case, we are going to look for the shorting opportunity within this area, but first we want to see stop hunting, and we are going to trade towards 35.50. That's the first scenario. The second scenario is we are going straight. Bulls got the momentum, okay? And the whole market most probably will try to buy on pullback. What we are going to do, we are going again lower time frame, down to 5 if necessary, and we will try to find demand zone. We will try to find demand zone below the breakout points, okay? We are going to discuss it live during the market action, so it's going to be easier to understand for some of you, okay? Of course, it could happen that we are going to stay without any position at all. That could happen. But for sure, we are not going to chase the market. So if we are going straight to the upside, and there will be no possibility to get in, then we will skip it. We will try to trade maybe DAX, maybe Euro JPY, maybe Euro British Pound, and we are going to have a short discussion within the second, especially Euro Pound, as we have Bank of England as well. Okay. So, okay, one more time. First possible scenario, stop hunting. Move back, lower high, bam, to the downside. In that case, we are going to try to take the short with tight stop. Okay, and we are going to target the levels below 35.80, because for sure there are going to be some longs and they will try to cover as soon as they can. There are going to be some stops below that level. So there is a huge possibility that we are going to hunt for those stops and we are going to go lower. That's scenario number one in regards to short opportunity. Now, scenario number two, buying opportunity. In case we are going to see only one-way ticket. Okay, so in that case, we will go higher. We will start to consolidate. For sure, we are going to have some buyers on the pullback to the breakout point. But what we are going to do is we will try, on this move to the upside, we will try to find the point where the market started to rise, the place where we can expect, we will never know, but where the place where we can expect that some unfilled buying orders left. Okay, and everything depends on the strength of this move to the upside, of the eventual strength of this move to the upside. Why? It's a very simple answer, and let me answer right now. Because if we are going to make a move like this, then some kind of consolidation, testing of this support, then we will try to find lower some demand. That's the first thing. And we will try to define demand zone. Now it's tough because there is no move, nothing like this, right? But the second option is if we are going strong to the upside, okay? So then our first demand zone, that's the difference. That's the most important difference with the strong move to the upside. We could have demand at the point where market showed the weakness last time. That could be here. So in that case, some guys will wait here. But if we are going to be able to take out this supply zone, what's going to happen? And we will still move higher. Well, how we can explain that move? The demand at this point is going to be much higher than the whole supply at this point. Means that most probably somewhere around here we'll see move to the upside, consolidation, continuation, and in that case we'll try to get in above this consolidation here. Okay. So that's scenario number 2 in case we want to buy. So first scenario, selling on a false break, lower high, go down. Second scenario, we are taking the stops at 50 or above 50. We are consolidating higher above and in that case market is not going to move back. In that case we will try to get in above the higher point of this consolidation. It will confirm demand and we are going to trade with very tight stop and we are going to trade towards 37, 37.30. That's scenario number 2. And finally, scenario number 3, we are going to see some knee-jerk reaction to the downside. Very quick move, right? To the downside. In my opinion, it's going to be very quick because we've got some stops below the low. So the stops will push the market lower, right? So the market makers will try to manipulate the market, right? The market makers will try to show to the rest that, come on guys, we are making new low, join the move to the downside. And they will start to sell within the buying zone. So in my opinion, if we are going to see strong move to the downside towards 35.50, 35.25, that's going to be for us at least for a few minutes. That's going to be buying opportunity for us. So that's scenario number 3. Just like one-way ticket to the downside, that's going to be scenario number 3 as the buying opportunities. Do I have the plan to sell on a break below? 50-50, to be honest with you. 50-50. Why? Let's make it bigger. That's going to be very dangerous and very speculative trade. Let's discuss it. We are going down below the low. We are trying to get back, okay, above the support. No. One more time. No. We can try to sell, but again, guys, it's going to be most probably with wider spread, what I explained already. The only way is to try to join when market is going to make lower low. Now, why 50-50? It's all about the placing the stop. Because if I know that 135.50 to 135.25 could be buying zone, right? and we are going to make the low, let's say it's 75, make no and going lower. What's the danger? First, lower fill, right? Not at the point we want. Wider stop. So we have to quickly calculate if we have 1, 2, 3 risk reward ratio. And what I can see right now, not really. Okay, so we discussed 4 scenarios, and I would say that 32 for first, 32% for first scenario, 32% for second scenario, 32% for third scenario, and just 4% for this one scenario here, right? There is no real space. We could meet easily demand at every level between 50 to 25. So not really, my risk reward is not going to be the enough to take this trade. If it's something you want to do and you are prepared, then not a problem at all, go for it, right? But based on my plan, not really. It's not something I would like to do here. Okay. So that's euro dollar. And I would say we are well prepared. So let's have a look on the euro British pound. That's still our zone. Okay. Remember, let me extend it. Remember our zone? Let me show you on daily. We discussed it already a few times, right? And we took 2 longs already. That's our zone. The mount zone we define based on this move to the upside. Okay? Remember first long we took, we were so close to the stop. No, first long we took, then we closed it with -3 before, or -5 before the weekend, remember? End of the month, end of the... It was before... Anyway, we closed before the weekend with loss. Then we reopened and immediately after the weekend, right? Remember, there was a tough moments here, we were holding this, then bam, to the upside, we took the profit. Okay? And when we were taking the profit, we discussed that intraday, we have nice, those yellow colors here, we have nice demand zone, and we are going to be the buyers next time we are going to hit that level. And we were the buyers. Okay, we went slightly lower, but still above the stop. And when we get back to 40, we inform you that's the time to take the partial profit again. Now, if we are not going to be able to trade euro dollar, how we can approach euro pound? So let's start with daily. I would say that Bank of England is going to be non-event. Just let me take a look on the news services. If we have something just before the Bank of England, and we'll get back to Euro Pound. Because with Euro Pound we have to wait till ECB as well. Right now, on the bigger picture, on the daily chart, we are trapped, right? We do have the point where the last time market was trying to show the strength, and its intraday point as well, right? The truth is that we never get back to that point. But anyway, we are trapped in between the demand zone and supply zone. And we have 2 points. We have dynamic supply zone based on this 20 daily moving average. And we have this supply zone here. It's where market was trying to show the strength last time, okay? And market was trying to show the strength from here and from here. We can count it as the whole move, and we can count it as the last move. But let's try to see something further. The rest of the points are much higher. So as of now, we are trapped in between, right? 2 zones. So again, what we may do is similar like euro dollar. We do have this range, right? Oh, sorry. And we may want to try to find what's going to happen when we will try to double it. That's interesting. That's interesting. It means that we may skip this point and we may count on this. Okay? What about the move to the downside? I would say if we are going to break down those levels, so we are going to see at least the figure 80. Okay. That was under the discussion as well. Okay. So in case of euro pound, we have to be very patient, and looks like there are not going to be the trade opportunity because we have to wait for range breakout. On the other hand, we can try to trade buying low, selling high, and we can try to trade the range. But I would say on the other crosses, if we are going to see the move, that's going to be easier way to join than to try to trade this narrow range. So let's keep euro pound for now. I'm watching other monitors as well. Bank of England keeps the APF unchanged, 375 billion as expected. Bank of England keeps interest rates unchanged at 0.5 as expected. And where is pound? We took out some stops above the zones we had in our trading plan this week. So I would say we do have zone based on monthly chart. 6820, 6825, right? Remember daily chart. Remember daily chart. I would say supply zone based on the 20 daily. Remember, we discussed it. A, B, C, D. I would say before the next real move higher, we are going to revisit this zone, 6640, 4-ish. So based on daily, we are right at supply zone around 6780, still the levels we defined earlier. Stop hunting to the upside, right? But as long as we are below the resistance, I would look for something extra, right? Here at the daily moving average, most probably the bears, every bear is trying to sell, right? Risk reward, we have to ask ourselves, our risk reward, is it worth to sell here with target here and stop, let's say, here? It's like 1-to-1, it's not worth. Intraday, looks like we took out supply zone, so we may want to cancel this zone. But guys, what we may see, we have something here on monthly, the zone, supply zone. Although slightly higher, we've got the point where market took out this supply here. So we have everything we need here. Is going to be also moved back toward the broken channel. We also have trend line. We can draw this trend line. Why? We made the lower low. So first point, lower low from here. Second point, we do have our line. So daily, based on daily chart and monthly, we are going to wait for this zone here. We will try to switch to 1-hour chart to find the best possible entry with tight stop, right? So selling around here with tight stop around here and target here. That's the distance between the open and stop. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4. 1, 2, 4 risk reward. That's going to be our entry. We are not going to chase this market here. At least not today. If we are not push price is higher. And we will stack and finish below this zone here. Tomorrow we may try to find some lower high with tight stop, which we may want to try to join the party. Okay? But not today. Today, if we are going higher today, that's going to be our special entry, right? Always we have to find better places. We want to sell at high possible price, and that could be attractive, right? And of course we want to buy as low as possible, we want to buy with discount. So I'm not interested pound as of now. Let's get back to euro. So euro dollar, we do know what we are going to do. Euro pound, that's the range, and if we are going to hold within that range, let's skip it for now. So euro JPY right now. Remember our discussion. The most important thing. We discussed it when we were here that, okay, we are going to look for selling opportunity, but not here. That's the weekly support, and we were close to the end of the week, close to the end of the month. So clearly I said that's the buying point. Okay. Then we had some channel on lower time frame, right? We moved higher. That was the first resistance. That was the second intraday resistance. And that was the third point. What we discussed last time? I took the short here. Remember? Oh, come on. We had a discussion during last trading room. Where is it? One moment. Yeah, that's here. We had a discussion. I took the short. Market was slightly higher, but that was the selling zone. So I took the short at 29 with stop 41, and I was trying to target as a first levels below 39, 138.80. We didn't hit, we even didn't hit this level, but we moved more than 1-to-1, so we've changed the stop, so we were stopped out at entry level, so nothing happened, nothing really happened. Okay, then we discussed that we've got selling zone in between 139.95, 140.15, based on some intraday resistance, based on the resistance on daily. Okay? But remember what I mentioned, that as of now, because of this move to the upside, I wouldn't chase the market here to take the short. Looks like I made mistake. Looks like I made mistake. I don't have crystal ball, guys, you know, I don't have it. But why I mentioned that I'm not gonna chase the market with short position here? Because of this breakout. Remember? what I mentioned last time, that we do have a chance to hit the next resistance on daily, around 140.50. Also, do you remember last time I mentioned that even if we are going to have moved back from here, for sure we are going to stop at the breakout point, and we have some move to the upside. Can you see? Maybe I do have crystal ball. I'm joking. Okay, let's get back to the business. But also I mentioned I'm not gonna be the buyer here. If anything, I would rather go for long around 38.80, below 39. Okay, as low as possible. Why? Because that's the last time here market went lower, made lower low. Look guys, hopefully it's going to be clear. Supply, bam, lower low. Bulls trying to take over. Supply, bam, demand bigger than supply. Pullback, retest. What happened here? Market hit supply level, this level here. We had a balance for a few hours. And finally, there was a more buying orders, maybe one big buy order, which pushed prices higher. Then market was trying to retest this demand. If it's a really good demand, looks like it was. So okay, in every book you will find that buy at the breakout point, right? And it's what I explained already many times, that we have to be slightly smarter. Okay, FX is our business, okay, but we cannot influence the prices. So it's like franchise, means that we have to join into the game. We are franchise takers, so means that we have to join the game. And would you like to join the game the big guys are playing, or would you like to join the game the rest is playing? The rest is playing their own game, trying to buy at the breakout point, like within the book. Of course, we may move higher from here without us. And sometimes we are not be able to buy, and we are not be able to join some good moves, okay? But we want to be smarter. We want to have bigger risk reward. We want to buy at a really discount price. So in that case, if we are going to be able to buy in the demand zone, right? Because if we are going to break down here, okay? If we are going to break down here, then some guys will join the party to the downside. It could be what the market makers want to do. They want to manipulate the market, the push into the demand zone. I'm not sure if the orders are here still, right? But I do expect that at least we are going to see some bounce from this level, right? So at least we are going to have a chance to move the prices to the break-even very quickly. I don't know if we are going to hire toward 140.50 from here, right? But the guys who are long from here and we are going to lower, first, they are going to be stop out, some of them. The rest, without the stops, they're simply going to be sweat. And we want to work without the pressure, right? So that's why we're always trying to find better entries than the visible one. We are not always right. We may miss some trades, but we are trying to be smarter, okay? So Euro JPY around, we are going to observe around 138.80 from the buying perspective. We may also try to find some conservative entry if we are going to see that, yeah, they want to hold this. Then we will try to find something above, but it's going to happen live, so we will have a possibility to watch this. And selling opportunity no earlier than 140.50 today. And as you can see, right now, we are in the middle of the nowhere. The truth is that we are in the middle of the nowhere, so buying or selling right now is like Casino Royale, right? And I'm always saying that if you want to gambling, it's better to go to the casino. Nice ladies, cheap drinks or free drinks, and you can lose your money within the nice atmosphere, right? Here we are trying to do our job. Bam, that's it. Okay. So we do have half an hour, 25 minutes. So let's make a coffee break and let's get back 5 minutes before the ECB rate announcement. We are going to watch 4 charts: Euro JPY, Euro Dollar, DAX, and because of the unemployment, jobless claims, we are going to watch Dollar Yen. Okay, so let's have a break and let's start the party. Okay guys, welcome after the break. 5 minutes to go. Let's get ready to rumble, right? Okay guys, hopefully it's going to be similar like last time. We are going to have a chance to make a few good trades. Let's see what's going to be ECB rate decision. So we do have a plan. Actually, we got 3 possible scenarios. On Euro Dollar. So one more time. First, we are going to see the stop hunting to the upside, right? Above 36.50. Some pullback, lower high, and we are going to try to sell towards 135.50 and 25. Okay, that's the first scenario. Second scenario, that's the place where market went lower last time. So the second scenario is we are going higher. We are making pullback, creating some kind of the consolidation. So we move higher, consolidation, and on the move, during the breakout of the consolidation, we are going to join to the upside, right? From around, we'll look for, depends on the move to the upside. If it's going to be worth in the case in regards to risk-reward ratio, right? Because the final target could be either 36.95, 37.10, okay, this zone here, or either 36.65, 37.70. But I would say the top side is possible tomorrow if non-farm payrolls will disappoint, okay? And the third scenario, and I would say I like this scenario very much, is first, stop hunting, okay, move lower towards bottom of the range around 35.50, 25, very fast move, very aggressive move to the downside, and around this area we would like to be the buyers, okay? We would like to be the buyers. So yeah, let's see what the rate decision, and that's the first part, and then Draghi press conference as the second part. Let's see what's going on, guys. Few seconds left. That's the move to the downside. We are watching Euro Yen, we are watching Euro Dollar, we are watching Dollar Yen because of the jobless claims, and we are watching the German DAX. Oh! So both sides of the range right now as discussed, okay? So market makers doing their job right now. And we are in the middle. ECB cuts main refi rate by 10 basis to 0.15%. 0.15%. What a move! That's bold move. Guys, I want to see euro lower, and let's buy. Let's buy this beast. Come on, what a bold move. Mr. Draghi, come on. Almost like a joke. Let's go to the lower time frames. Deposit rate as discussed by 10 basis point down to minus 0.10. ECB cuts marginal lending rate by 35 basis point to 0.4. Okay. Okay. Looks like market wants to know more. Guys, be careful with this move to the downside. Be careful here. We want to don't. I'm not selling this breakout as we discussed it. The risk-reward ratio is not worth it, right? We can easily get back quickly. And this is the move I'm waiting from the buying perspective. Strong move, one-way ticket. Market don't want to give the chance to other sellers, so they will have to chase the market. That's what we are looking for right now. DAX toward 10,000 because euro is falling down. We discussed it during the first part of our meeting. We discussed it, right? Euro lower, DAX higher. Looking for the selling opportunities on DAX. If euro will stop around 35.50, 35.25, and DAX will hit 10,000, and profit taking is possible. Nice. Euro yen, we discussed it. 38.80. 38.80. So now, as I mentioned, so guys who are buying at the breakout point, they are sweating right now, right? They're trying to close their longs. They're trying to sell. We are waiting for 38.82 to see what's going to happen there. Okay? We are not chasing the market. We are not chasing the market. We may miss some trades, but we are not chasing the market. Guys, we are getting closer and closer on euro dollar. Let's get back to hourly here and to hourly here. Guys, we are approaching the first buying point, but before the press conference, it could be some kamikaze move. We may want to see, right? Remember, I explained this. Magic number 3. And we may get back to 36.40. Okay? So we may scale into the long. Let's see some stop hunting. That's the first level. We want to be buyer. No, we want to look for buying opportunity. Let's wait for Mr. Draghi in that case. Come on, guys. That's gonna be second entry, 25. Next point, 34.80. Of course, if we are going to see one-way ticket through all the supports, we are not going to be the buyers. As I mentioned, I'm not waiting with working order. I would like to see some action. I would like to see some kind of the confirmation that demand is here. I want to see demand there. Quickly, daily chart. Okay. Euro yen. Guys, we want to buy around 38.80. Of course, if we are going to see any kind of the demand. confirmation that demand is in place. Be careful, be patient. Remember last time? We were waiting. We didn't join the first move to the upside. We were waiting for magic number 3. Remember the line. And we sold when we've seen the supply coming into the market. The big supply hit the market. So patient, patient, patient. DAX, we know where the demand resides. Here is the demand. So if we are going to break down here, means that supply will overtake the demand. As of now, I would like to say that bulls want to hit at least 10,000. The round number. That's not gonna be easy. That's not gonna be easy. Now we should see supply. Now we should see supply. We testing this lower demand zone. Remember daily chart I've shown you. We testing this demand zone here. That's the demand zone here. And we testing end. Lower end. Want to see some stops. And we want to buy based on intraday chart. Come on, guys. Still got the chance, still got the chance. Euro pound is testing 81. Still within the range. So we are waiting for the knee-jerk reaction to the downside, right? Maybe on the beginning of the press conference. The same Euro JPY, right? And then if we are going to make a stop at some point, move back, we would like to join the party to the upside. I'm gonna check news services. ECB says further monetary policy measures to be announced in a later statement. So one more time, guys. ECB cuts deposit rate by 10 basis points to minus 0.1. ECB cuts marginal lending rate by 35 basis points to 0.4. And the most important, ECB cuts minimum bit rate minus 10 basis points from 0.25 to 0.15, in line with broad expectations. So as we discussed in the first part, we were trying to figure out, come on guys, what's priced in already? So now bears need something special during the press conference to push the prices lower, right? I don't think so. So I do expect knee-jerk reaction, and then we will try to buying lower, okay? Of course not if we are going to see strong move to downside. DAX got the problems, guys. Remember the correlation we discussed. Or negative correlation. So DAX below demand zone here could help to push euro higher. One more time, I'm not euro bull in a mid-term. I would say that we are going to fall lower toward the trend line I've shown you on the first part. One more time. Okay, we do have dynamic demand zone. We do have static demand zones, and I would say that that's the target, right? But if there is nothing special during the Mr. Draghi press conference, I would say we are going to see some profit taking to the upside from the 35.50 or 35.25, and we would like to join this move towards 36.42. ADP yesterday was slightly worse, so market may want to try to position themselves market may want to take the profit from this area and push prices higher. It's always better to sell higher, right? So in case we are going to have monster non-farm payrolls tomorrow, it's going to be easier to sell from 36.40 or 37. That's why at some point today I do expect move higher from here. And as I've shown you on hourly chart, that we have good reason. We could find good reason, maybe that's better. We could have good excuse. 1, 2, and number 3. Some kind of divergence. 1, 2, potential 3. The best would be to see stop hunting and 36.24, 26.75, 36.95, 37. Okay, looks like we want to see close to the support what Mr. Draghi want to tell us. So no trades as of now. Looking for the opportunity. The same euro yen. So now all news services in a red saying Draghi takes ECB deposit rate negative in historic move. Wow. Wow. Let's sell euro. And market makers know what the retail world is doing right now, is selling euro. So that could be easy money for them. Of course, depends what kind of the exposure they have. But come on, if the retail world is selling euro, so what kind of the exposure market makers could have? They could be net long if they have to provide the liquidity. Wouldn't they manipulate the market if they are long? Let's see what happened, guys. Let's wait for Mr. Draghi. We will get our answer soon. Okay. We were waiting for selling opportunity, guys, right? There was our plan. We were waiting for selling opportunity on the move above the stops, right? So we missed something. We were waiting for stop hunting, pullback, lower high, breakdown, right? Toward the level where we are right now. We missed by a few pips. We were discussing this scenario. Simply we didn't get to the point we're looking for. So what I'm looking for, some kind of the bam bam move, like something like this, okay? If we are going to see bam to the downside, then most probably you are going to miss the trade. Because as I've shown you during the first part, the risk reward to selling on the breakdown here, right, when we were taking the low, the risk reward was against us. So that's the reason we didn't take the trade. So let's see what Mr. Draghi wants to say about further easing steps to be taken. Here could be the point, right? As I mentioned during the first part, bulls are waiting for some kind of the bears disappointments. So really, bears need strong argument to push the prices lower. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, ECB announced that more measure will be presented during the meeting. So let's see what's going to happen during the press conference. So it could be this knee-jerk reaction we are waiting for. Okay. So euro pound, as discussed, still within the range. That's why we don't have a chart right now. pound dollar, stop hunting as discussed after the Bank of England rate decision. Gold still trying to hold 1240. Guys, don't try to go higher from here. Try to hit the stops and then go higher. It's where we want to join. Don't do this to me from here, please. So 21 minutes, 20 minutes. Like last time, I'm going to turn on the stream so we could have little noise. But we are going to be up to the minute with the comments. Let's see. That's slightly better weather outside. Here in Cyprus, windows are open. During the first part, I closed the windows because of the huge wind and noise, huge noise. Right now it's better. The weather is changing every few minutes. Okay. One more time, daily, where we are. We're testing this lower end, okay, of this zone. Okay, and we defined another one, this one. The end is 434.80. And most probably we are not going to fall like this. So what we did, okay, that's the last time market went lower, right? And it's around 35.25. And although it's on hourly, we define the range, okay, and we simply we took the simple measure and we took to the upside and we took to the downside, okay. So some kind of the stop hunting and bam. So this 35.50, 35.25, that's what we are looking for. And we do have this dynamic support line, yeah, with possible magic number 3. With Euro Yen, remember we discussed that some guys will try to buy on the pullback to the breakout point, right? They were trying to buy, bam, some intraday support, but we are waiting. Remember we discussed 38.80 to see the reaction around this level. So overall from 36.4-ish towards 35.60-ish, so we did 80 pips already. So some stops to the downside and bounce at least 40-50 pips. That would be nice. That would be nice. Okay. Now 15 minutes to go. So we may see quiet market for a while. I'm preparing the webcast. That's the link if you want to watch Mr. Draghi as well. So all the services are saying that that was the historical move. That's good. That's good. That's saying something, that some guys may want to make counter move, may want to take profit from shorts. And we don't want to sell cheaply, right? When the price is at the discount, so we would rather be on the buy side. Let's put the yellow line on DAX at 10,000. We are going to have jobless claims from US. ADP yesterday, slightly weaker. Challenger job cuts, 45.5. And percent, the number was 52,961. Previously it was 40,298. And yeah, right now, next 10 minutes going to be, or 15 minutes going to be quiet, and we should start the party then. Okay. So guys, let's make 5 minutes water break, coffee break, tea break, whatever, and 5 minutes before so within 7 minutes, let's continue, okay? Nothing is going to happen right now, so let's have short break before the US data, before the ECB press conference. I'll be back in 7 minutes. So let's see, guys, what we can have. Let's see if we can collect some pips today. Most probably first is going to be jobless claims. So that could be some market reaction first. And then it's going to be the ECB press conference. I'm looking at the podcast and video stream. Looks like they want to start right now. Hopefully the voice from the press conference not disturbing you. Okay, Mr. Draghi. Starts right now. Initial jobless claims 312. Expectations was 310. Continuing claims 2603. Expectation 2625. So here is slightly better. Okay, Mr. Draghi. Okay, we've got our move to 50. We've got lower. Okay, we are at 25 right now, guys. 50 pips, just like that. DAX is testing 10,000. Guys, I'm buying euro here. My stop is going to be below 34.70 right now. Just for now. Okay. And I'm long right now. We should start rising from here. So hopefully we are going to see move to the upside. By this move, in my opinion, market makers were trying first scared buyers and encourage the short sellers. Hopefully I am right. My stop is below 34.74. Very tiny as usual, 0.25 the risk. Euro JPY at buying level, but I'm holding long euro dollar. I don't want to have bigger exposure, right? DAX tested 10,000. Euro Swiss trying to hold 122. Come on, guys. Buy, buy, buy. Ah, come on. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. DAX at 10,000. US indices sky high. Stops on DAX above 10,000. I'm going to put alarm at 9,963 on DAX. We do have a statement right now. Maybe we decided to go long too early. Okay, it's time to go higher right now. DAX get back below 10,000. 35 could be some option barrier. Come on, guys. We want to see higher prices. Finally, euro pound is moving lower. Euro Swiss trying to hold 22. Gold not moving at all. Let's place another alert. Euro JPY above 138.90. And we would like to see 35.50 move back to 35.50. Indices sky high. Watching carefully. So if we are going to see strong non-farm payrolls tomorrow, then I don't know, 10,700 could be on the card. Remember, we discussed DAX. Why not 10,700 after the breakout, the range, broader range? So let's see the development tomorrow, and we are going to switch buy dip. Draghi says fixed rate full allotment extended until end 2016. $35.10, $35.11 euro dollar. Some hesitation at 10,000 on DAX. Let's put euro pound. As you can see, it's a daily. We're trying to make a breakdown. So stops are down to the downside. So let's see where they want to finish the day. So 81.40 resistance did the job. DAX 30 points lower, that's my alert. I'm trying to listen to Mr. Draghi. Okay, DAX lower, dollar yen lower, it could affect Euro JPY. So enough for us to hold long Euro dollar as of now. And also we have to watch tomorrow those two weekly points, right? Blue, blue. So we have to watch 38.80, 39.40, right? Eventually close below 39.40. We could have good selling signal next week on Euro JPY. That's not going to help Euro dollar, but at least we got a chance to see some bounce here. They are within earlier defined demand zone. We do have a chance, right? That was where markets showed the weakness. Our zone, we are right now with stop below. The first intraday resistance 35.60, 35.90. That's where the supply overtook demand. We have to go on Euro JPY above 38.80, 38.90. It's gonna help. But overall, that's the pressure on Euro right now. DAX moved below 10,000 and we've seen some move back on US indices as well. There is no reaction at all. No reaction. We have to see quickly the reaction, otherwise I'm not gonna wait for my stop, I'm gonna simply cut my trade and look for another opportunity. So my expectation was to see move like this to the downside, but quick reverse. ECB cuts 2014, 15 and 16 inflation forecasts. As I mentioned, in a midterm, I still expect lower prices on euro dollar, right? But I was preparing myself, and what I've shown you during our meeting today, there is a chance, sorry, for bounce. It's what we're trying to, now it's better, now it's better. Now it's much better. But we are right at the bottom right now. It could work as supply zone as well. Let's see. So they cut inflation forecast 2014 from 1 to 0.7, 2015 from 1.3 to 1.1, and 16 from 1.5 to 1.4. We are moving slightly higher. We are around the entry level. Euro JPY weakening, but here the reason, dollar yen. DAX trying again 10,000. Watch out carefully. I'm watching euro dollar on different charts. Let's get back quickly to Euro JPY. This daily price action today doesn't look good. So looks like we defined this intraday resistance correctly, but remember I was talking about this breakout and possible move higher to the zone where we would like to sell. We missed by a few pips. Ferry on euro. Looks like it's all about non-farm payrolls today in regard to indices. Bulls like trying to push as high as possible. So any disappointment tomorrow could push stock much lower, and as I explained already in one of my comments, that any disappointment at some point and we could see ugly reaction to the downside on indices. Pound is trying to go higher. Aussie is trying to go higher. So euro is weak, and the next is dollar. Looks like dollar. That's the right now the questions. So I would say I'm gonna to turn off Mr. Draghi right now, and let's watch development on the market. Dollar yen, there's some kind of the sell-off. Euro dollar trying to go higher. Come on, baby. Okay, so we may want to get back to our charts. Okay, let's have a look on different crosses as well. Euro is going higher, and above 50. I will let you know, but I'm gonna to place the stop at to move the stop higher. I would like to see 50. Come on, Euro, come on. $35.60 as the resistance, and then 35.80, 90. Pound is trying to retest. Remember, we discussed it during the first part. The selling zone here has been market cleared this selling zone, right? But we discussed it. We are going to have, most probably we are going to have nice selling opportunity. Look, we have resistance line. We are trying to get back to the broken channel, and we have monthly zone. So 68.20 and higher, we are going to look for selling opportunity. Maybe tomorrow after strong NFP number. Right now Euro is going higher. Euro is going higher. Okay, guys, time to change the stop. I move my stop to entry. We are risking plus minus 50 pips, right? So 1 to 1, so towards the resistance around 80, I'm going to cover half. That's what we were looking for. Ooh, we were wrong. We were wrong by few nice pips, right? Around 20 pips. But also trying to have conservative entry on the move back, it would be the same entry, even the same entry. So right now I'm safe with my euro dollar. Let's have a look. Let's wait for some developments on euro pound, on euro yen. Let's see. As I mentioned, those two levels are quite important. If the bulls will finish the day below 39.30, 39.40, that could tell us something. And tomorrow, as those blue lines are showing the zones on weekly, right? conservative traders could wait till the end of the Friday. But we are going to watch the development and we will try to use it tomorrow around non-farm payrolls. Few pips left to my stop on euro dollar. If we are going to have a stop at entry and market will try to test lower levels, we may find better entry. Okay, we may find better entry. Okay. Oh, market, go higher, go higher. DAX, that supply coming in. Higher euro, lower DAX. Lower euro as we discussed it. Okay. I'm still in, but very close to my stop. My stop right now is 35.26 offer side. And euro trying to get back down, DAX trying to go higher. But we have some alerts. 9960, 9920. Gold trying to break 1250. But we are trying to catch ones with momentum, right? And we were stopped at entry. Now, looks like we want to go higher. Where markets showed the weakness last time, where we could have some demand. We overtook supply, means that we should have some demand here. And then 1245 as well. Come on, euro, go higher. So I'm targeting for the first, for the half, I'm targeting 3580. Hopefully we will get there before the move lower. On Euro JPY, we are watching 3930, 3940, and from the bottom side 3880. Dollar yen could be under pressure below 102.50, but then we have few levels we can expect some demand. So let's see eventually what's going to happen below 102.50, right? But I would say non-farm payrolls is going to give us the direction. Actually, last non-farm payrolls, I remember I took the long, pretty strong number, monster, I would say, monster number, and we just went up, made a pullback, we were trying to go higher, and finally we went lower. I remember last non-farm payrolls. Now, guys, euro is euro, but the rest of the market with dollar may try to position before the non-farm payrolls tomorrow. So if there was some movements, that could be some profit taking. Let's have a look on Aussie. We get back again to the selling area. This time it could be lower pressure. Let's see. But there was a few times possibility to sell Aussie USD, right? We were discussing. So if you don't have to trade other crosses than euro, then don't trade before the non-farm payrolls. So I'm gonna focus only on euro crosses and some developments, right? We can see. Hello? Anyone? Not me, not me. But we discussed EuroCAD. Was waiting slightly higher, maybe. But there was a hitting intraday resistance. We hit daily support, right? Come on, Euro. We need to see higher prices. Otherwise, if there is no strong reaction, there is no reaction I was looking for, right? Oh, maybe we can call it some, yeah, we can call it as a reaction, but our entry was not the best. But what if someone was buying here? That's why I explained during the first part of our meeting, of our today's meeting, that I'm not going to wait with the working order. I want to see the action and then I will decide. Okay. We are going to have US cash open within 22 minutes. And the futures market spiked up and trying to get back into the yesterday levels. Let's see what's going to happen as well. Gold. 1262 daily resistance. DAX again trying to go higher. Retest 10,000. Huge appetite for higher levels. Huge appetite for higher levels. Oh, come on, push it higher. Let me take some pips. Do you remember our discussion that we are looking for higher levels, so we may finally get them? Pound Swiss franc. We are approaching selling zone on Aussie Kiwi. Right, we may want to see some move to the downside, and we would be buyers around 108.50 for final move towards 112 as discussed. This time that's not great ECB trade. A month ago was much better, nicer. This time we got the chance for some pips. The worst case scenario, break even. And again, guys, just to be perfectly clear, I'm not a bull, right? I was trying to set up the trading plan based for some counter move, some profit taking opportunity, okay? We also had a selling plan, right? Above this resistance. We were waiting for some stop hunting, lower high, and move to the downside. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and our 35.50 area to take the profit has been hit. So the plan was good, but we missed some levels. Unfortunately. Okay, Euro-Yen, let's switch to hourly. That's exactly where market showed the weakness last time. Buying zone, right? Let's see. Okay, 3580. So now with euro dollar, what we are waiting for from the selling perspective? As I mentioned, all the new services already saying that Draghi made historical move. So we would like to see some counter trend move, right? That's most probably the area of the huge amount of the stops. So that could be the target. Depends what's going to happen tomorrow after non-farm payrolls, right? So we defined 36.75, 36.95 as the first selling zone, and then we got another one, 37.65, 37.75, another selling zone. Okay. Let's see what market wants to show us over today, tomorrow. Okay. And the pound, as discussed, now waiting for higher levels before selling. But overall, watching also euro pound, right, where the euro is weakness, I would prefer to selling as of now euro, of course, because euro is the weakest, pound is stronger. But at some point here, especially as I've shown you on daily, that could be nice selling opportunity. Plenty of things is going to happen at the same time, right? Lower end of the channel, resistance line, monthly zone. So that could be the opportunity we are looking for. Oi, 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 oi. Aussie still trying, and above our intraday selling zone, right, we do have then huge monthly zone. In regards to dollar, it's most probably all about non-farm payrolls tomorrow. Let's make 5 minutes break before the cash market open. Let's see what's going to happen with indices. Let's see what's going to happen with gold. Let's try to take a look at Canadian dollar after Bank of Canada rate decision, bearing in mind that tomorrow we are going to have unemployment rate from Canada as well. Okay, so 5-minute break, water break, and let's get back to the business. Okay, let's have a look finally what we may see. That also some point could be the breakout trade, right? So if that's the case, moving above, we may back to the high. So that's gonna be the final target. Okay? So finally we may get back to where we started. In that case, let's have a look on daily chart. Because if we are going to finish the day somewhere here, right? That was the open. We are going to finish here. From the bull's perspective, the best thing would be to finish at the high. With such a huge demand from the downside, we may have a chance to go higher to hit our first selling zone. Okay? So that's euro dollar. And the truth is that we have to be extremely careful. As I mentioned, market may want to try to position themselves himself for tomorrow. So some unpredictable moves are possible. So be very, very careful. On the other hand, we may want to see what's going to happen here. Aussie Kiwi. That could be the chance of the selling opportunity. For example, during the Tokyo session. That's what we may want to trade, okay? Something within 110.50, 110.70 with tight stop above. That could be good propose. It's not related to US, it's between the neighbors, okay? Another thing to look at during the US session today, if you want to try to find some opportunities, could be this euro pound I mentioned, okay? That was our demand zone defined on daily, right? That could be. Remember, I was saying, or I'm saying every time about this, we never know if the orders, we can only expect that if there was something we can call it as demand zone and on daily it's well to the left side. So because of the ECB event, there is a possibility that some orders were took off the table. So if we see strong move back here, it may be that demand is back, okay? The demand is back, and maybe we will continue to the upside. And again, overall in a midterm, in regards to euro pound, I do think that we got the chance to go lower, right? But as we discussed, 82, 82.40, that's the eventual selling zone for us. Okay, so watch carefully euro pound today. Because if we are going to close with some demand in the background, that could be the chance to buy again, simply to buy again euro pound. Otherwise, if we took, or different way, if the supply overtook those orders, so right now simply we do have retest. So what we are doing now, the first is think that maybe on this move to the downside there was no demand, simply traders took up their orders because of the ECB event. So now, till the end of the day, we got the chance to see what's going to happen if the demand will back to the market. Otherwise, could be that we've had those orders here. Simply supply was bigger, right? So at this point here, supply overtook demand. So what? We should have supply here, okay? So right now, what we are doing? Right now, market is back to the supply previous demand zone to check how strong the supply is. That could be some selling opportunity here or here somewhere within the zone. Here, intraday market shows trend last time, right? So that could be at some point selling opportunity on euro pound. So we have to be careful. We have to see what's going to happen closer to the end of the day. Okay. So we're testing the first intraday resistance, previous support, 35.61, and I really do expect we got the chance to get back to 80, and if that's happened, right, then we are going to take half here, and if we are going to see the break back, right, then 36.40 could be the final target for the remining, and 36.40, so it's going to be like 110 to 50 risk, so slightly above 221, but still we were trading the news and we are trying the best to buying here, right? And as I mentioned at the beginning, the stop is here just to have the stop, and it was just below the monthly support, right? The red line. Okay, so the stop was wider. So it was tough to make exact measure. I thought that 25 is going to be the good buy, and we made the spike lower, okay? But guys, again, easily from when we were here, easily market had a chance to go lower and hit our stop, okay? The thing that we are going higher, it's not that I have a crystal ball. It's nothing in regards to crystal ball. It's all about the plan we've prepared. We are trying to find the best possible entry, right? So we narrow it as much as possible. Because if someone was looking for buying opportunity at 60, right, or at 50 here, those lines, and was waiting with working order, so for sure was stopped out, right? We at least got the chance to leave the trade at break even right now. Worst case scenario. Some of you may want to take the profit before the non-farm periods, and it's a good excuse to take those around 35-40 pips. It's like almost 1-to-1. Of course, if you are risking like me 0.25% of the whole portfolio, depends how big the portfolio is and what's the profit for you, right? But come on, that was good plan, and we follow another important thing is that we simply followed the plan. We didn't react. I mentioned that could be some selling opportunity here, but because of the eventual risk-reward ratio and possible slippage because of the ECB event, wider spreads and stuff like this, it was not worth to take this short. From my perspective, if you took it and you close it, I don't know, partially with 35.50, the rest 35.25, as we discussed it, it's okay. For me, it wasn't worth, but I've shown you, right? My selling plan, I had one selling plan and two buying plans. And my selling plan couldn't be realized because we didn't hit those stops above. And that's it, okay? Oh, yeah. Look, euro pound trying to go higher. So that should be the DAX may want to go lower. Pound again reacting 67.80. Remember, as I mentioned, again, it's not something 100% happen, but as long as we are below the resistance, those points, in my opinion, we should finally get into this 66.40, right? A, B, C, D, just to find good selling point. Those supply here have been hit, so that's, I would say, 68.20, 68.40. That's the place I'm waiting for in the midterm for selling opportunity. Of course, tomorrow intraday, if anything happened, if we are going to have the reaction to the downside, some moves back higher, some selling zone intraday, then I would join with correct risk-reward ratio, right? And from here, as I've shown you before, from here with tight stop, we are going to have 3 to 1 at least, and we calculated this could be even 1 to 4 risk-reward ratio. So simply, we have to create the plan and we have to follow our plan. The best way to survive in this environment, crazy environment. That's what tigers like the most. Come on! Party is not over yet. Okay, I'm joking. And that's the real stuff. That could be, guys, that we are retesting this area here. I'm taking half right now. Okay? I'm taking half right now. That was good trade. Because of this, we may not want to hit 80. Some may want to resell here, okay? Still half for 36.42. Okay. So I took it half, so most probably in 99% we are going to hit 80 within a second. So if I did it, now you can wait and took the partial profit at 80, okay? Guys, so finally it's not that bad. At some point I was scary for a while. But then things get back into the place where they should be. That's the busy and tough week, but we are doing quite well. Plenty of opportunities and plans we discussed. I published on the website. Went good. So there is no reason to risk more than we have to. Okay. For sure I'm going to watch non-farm payrolls tomorrow, and we do have mini marathon in Polish language. But I'm gonna do all my best to make the updates, right? And guys, today I can tell you that I'm gonna to build the plan to buy stock and some yen crosses, most probably dollar yen, in case we are going to see a weak number. Okay? And in case we are going to see good number, I will have a plan to buy dollar yen again. I'm gonna to skip the stock, and I'm gonna to look at dollar yen, dollar Swiss franc, and Aussie USD from the dollar long perspective. One more time, I'm gonna to prepare and I'm gonna to publish later today or early morning tomorrow I'm gonna to publish my thinking. So I'm gonna to build the plan in case we are going to get really weak non-farm payrolls, and I'm gonna to prepare something in case we are going to get quite good or monster number, okay? And so I'm gonna to publish either later today or tomorrow morning. Guys, we finally hit some point on euro dollar. We took 50%. So second in a row ECB meeting. I don't remember what happened 2 months ago. I will check it. I will go through it. But second in a row month, and we earned some money live. So that's the most important thing. Guys, I would say big thank you for the last almost 3 hours, 4 hours, sorry, 4 hours. Don't chase the market if you don't have to, right? Follow the plan. Be careful, because later today, in regards to USD, we could have some different moves because of the because of what? Because of the eventual profit taking from long dollar before the risk event tomorrow and stuff like this, right? Market will try to position himself before the non-farm payrolls. So as I mentioned, try to focus on different things, like Aussie Kiwi, for example. We are close to the selling zone. That could be good trade for Tokyo session, right? Then Euro Pound. We are doing nicely right now, okay? We are doing nicely. But as I mentioned, that could be, we have to be very careful around, because if the demand was here and supply overtook this demand, then I would say that we are close to the selling level, right? Bam, to the downside. But if we are going to see stronger euro into the close, then that could tell us something, that maybe there was no demand here because of the ECB risk event, and demand get back to the market right after. So when the dust settled, market get back with buying orders. So with Euro Pound, let's wait. Okay. I would say big thank you, but I promise that we are going to see what's going on with Canadian. So let's have a look on 3 crosses before we finish. Okay. Let's start with Aussie CAD, because there was a breakout from the range we described. right? We have a discussion last time about this 100 pips possible range into the Bank of Australia, Bank of Canada, and we saw the breakout yesterday. Okay. Okay, and we trying to move above this supply zone. So looks like guys, Aussie is going to be stronger. Be careful. So in that case, maybe I'm going to go through during the evening the crosses, and I mentioned that I'm going to look to sell Aussie USD. But in that case, maybe it's going to be better to buy USD CAD, because Aussie looks like it's stronger. Now we've got some space and we've got the chance to go towards 102.60. That's the monthly point, monthly resistance, monthly supply zone. But what if I would like to go long? I wouldn't go long here, even because of the breakout, because there is a huge chance, guys. Take a look. Let me make it bigger. It's worth to watch daily close. Okay. Why? We've got the place where market was trying to show the strength last time, and we're testing this level. So if we are going to close back below this dynamic supply zone, that could be the selling opportunity, but please bear in mind that we've got Canadian non-farm payrolls tomorrow as well. Okay. Next, we will try to see. So here, definitely watch the daily close. Definitely watch the daily close, because there is a plenty of different things. I will stay for a while. There is a plenty of different things. If we are going to close strong, then 102.60 is possible, right? Then simply look for the place where the market showed the weakness last time. And if we are going to close here, so on daily, we've got right here, we moved lower, right? So we are testing right supply zone right now. So daily close is going to be important. But we can also try to go lower to 1 hour chart. Okay, let's have a look. And intraday, we already cleared the supply zone. Yeah, we cleared the supply zone already. So intraday looks like they want to go higher. Looks like they want to go higher, and that's the place where we went lower last time. So that could be buying zone. So some kind of the retest of the supply zone, now buying zone, could make sense from the long perspective. Looks like Canadian is going to be, wants to be weaker, going to be weaker. Okay. What else? So that's the Aussie Canadian. So let's have a quick check dollar Canadian, because yesterday, straight after the Bank of Canada rate decision, I mentioned that above 109.40 the bulls will try to take over, and looks like we have simply pre-NFP, pre-NFP in Canada, pre-NFP in US battle. Okay, the easiest way to lose the money right now. And two factors tomorrow going to be important. Both NFPs, right? and both of them at the same time. I remember at some point the Canadian numbers were earlier by 1.5 hours. Okay, there you go, euro dollar. Come on, 36.40, next target. So we are not going to finish Canadian and we are going to hit our level. Oh, yeah. Okay, so dollar CAD, definitely nothing to do, just wait for both numbers. And Canada yen. Okay, can someone remind me, didn't we discuss at this range? Didn't we discuss the possibility of long above 94.05 or at demand zone 93.57? Anyone long? Not me. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, I earned a lot of money here. No, I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I was during the one-to-one training, so that was the conservative entry. Okay, that was the conservative entry above the high here. So 93.60 plus spread, 93.55 minus spread minus 4 points. So let's say 65 buying, around 49, so 15 to 16 pips. And we get almost 3-1 to back to the top of the range. Okay, so that was possible. I didn't take it. And I was not in the training. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours ago. No, so I was waking up. Sorry, guys. I was on the training somewhere here. But we discussed it last time. So sorry, apologize, because there looks like buying opportunity was during the end of the Tokyo session. So good that I told you the truth, that I'm not long here. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 hours ago. 5 a.m. UK, right? 7 here in my place. So I had a training. Yes, I had a training here. So, and I haven't checked this. But didn't we discuss it? Buy above or buy the supply? Guys, again, I'm not trying to tell you. I'm not trying to tell you, oh, look at here, there was a buying opportunity, blah, 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 blah. We went through this, right? We discussed it, and at every time there was a possibility of the stop out, the same today on euro dollar. But now, be very careful, right? Don't try to buy again. Be very careful. Don't try to buy again, because this time it looks like supply is the bigger, right? There was some supply. This one was similar, but here supply started here already. So be careful with eventual buying. Okay. What I'm trying to tell you guys, that when you are taking your seat, turning off your computer, don't try to trade without the plan. That's it. Nothing else, right? I'm not trying to be much more clever than I am, and we are joking from time to time. We have to joke from time to time, right? To keep us alive during our trading hours. But also, I've shown you this CAD-yen because we are checking the possibility of the CAD trading tomorrow. But we discuss it, right? So, and of course, it's not possible to follow 24 crosses or more, right? So that was, and I was focusing on Euro today. So, and we did it. We did it on Euro, guys. Thank you very much. I'm going to prepare something with my colleagues in regards to tomorrow's NFP. Again, big thank you. Hopefully, you collected your pips. I would like to say thank you very much. Have a good evening. Happy trading, but be careful. Non-farm payrolls tomorrow. So well done. Take care. My name is Piotr. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.